Yo, what's going on, guys? Gotcha here, back on another video, and today's video we are going to be looking at some of the new info that we got for Dokkan's worldwide celebration that is going to be happening. It's currently the 16th of August right now, and we, like I said this in a previous video, worldwide should be happening around the I want to say, oh, actually this year is probably going to be a bit earlier, so I'm closer to the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th range, like a rough estimate, but I think that's when we should see it, somewhere around that range. If we go by banner dates, I know Kale's banner and I think the sales for the current banners that we have right now on JP all like leave around the similar time on the, I think it's the 27th. So I would look out for that date for sure, 27th, around there, which is a little bit earlier, I think, than previous years. I would have to go and check like Cooler and Carnival Goku, but I think it's a little bit, I think they're usually around the 20th, 29th, but sure, I mean, we'll take it earlier worldwide. That's great. So I just kind of wanted to discuss some info and kind of speculate of like what we could see completely for the worldwide celebration. And you know, you probably saw the thumbnail of this video. The thumbnail is just clickbait. I mean, let's just be, it's just a way for people to click the video. Do I think that is going to happen? Definitely not with the info we got here. Before, I thought it was like a slight possibility. You know, you had like a 5% chance it was happening. I really did not see it happening. But in what's it called? If you like look at the info we have now, I would definitely say it's not likely to happen. We'll talk about it some more here, but it's looking like Dragon Ball Super is going to be the theme, the future saga from Super, not Z. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this. So they Dokkan's been doing hints you know, the past week or so, just kind of like doing a hint every other day, and they were building some type of diorama, some type of cake. It's really a cake. It's like they were just kind of, you know, decorating one, and they finished it, and this is what it looks like. We have the time machine, you know. So the time machine itself, we knew this from day one. We could tell it was the time machine. Now the time machine doesn't really necessarily mean anything in particular, like it doesn't specify if it's going to be from Dragon Ball Z or for Dragon Ball Super, but it was just like it got us in the direction of it's one of the two. And I know it's been a rough week for people. Like, people have been clashing at heads, just like talking about, oh, it's gonna be Z Saga, we're gonna get Cell Saga, we're gonna get Vegito Blue. You know, it's just like people are just arguing and debating. It's just like I mean, that's part of the speculation. That's what you get when you get these hints. It's gonna happen. You can't really help it. But I would say a lot of it was unneeded, but you know, that's discussion for a different video. That's not my problem to talk about. But at the end of the day, that was the central theme. It's like time travel. That was the central theme. So then we got some more info specifically earlier today, on the 16th. This is when we usually get V jumps. So if we hop over here, we got the V jump scan for Dokkan. So Dokkan's V jump scan shows that we have this Trunks from the story, right, that we can already get from Area 32. We have the line campaign going on right now, you know, whatever. The two important things, the top and the bottom. Well, I don't want to say top, but you know, you're right here. The new free-to-play Trunks. So we have this Trunks from when he is holding Cell's like cocoon or eggshell. I don't know, whatever you'd call it. He's holding it after he found it in the time machine that Cell traveled to get to, you know, the timeline where, you know, we see the Z Fighters fight him. And then Dokkan awakens into the Trunks right before he goes and fights Cell in that field. This is where he blasts him away. And then, you know, he follows him and, you know, proceed to fight, and he does the heat dome. Like, if this is going to be an LR, by the way, I do not think he would awaken into an LR heat dome Trunks. I'm just going to say that. I feel like he's going to awaken into a, who said this? I think it was, Air Dokkan, if you know about him. I think he said it. It looks like it's kind of going through like a progression for Trunks, so I feel like we could see if this is an LR. If it's an LR, we don't know, because we already think this Trunks is an LR. Actually, it's not even think, we pretty much know. We know it's Dokkan awakening at least into something completely different, with like a duo character like Supreme Kai or something, just based on his categories. But for this Trunks here, if he did awaken to LR, I think I actually like that idea. That I think it was Air. Like I said, I think that's he was saying it would go into like the progression. So the LR would be Super Trunks. It'd be from Dragon Ball Super. I think that could be really cool. Kind of moves through the natural progression. And then at the bottom here, if you can see that, is there any way I can zoom in here? Yeah, it's a little bit better. All right, so at the bottom here, we have the worldwide campaign kind of like banner. So we have the Goku Black and Trunks shows Dragon Ball Super. So I mean, they didn't show any rendition of like Cell Saga here, so it's looking like that this is just going to be the theme. It's going to be Dragon Ball Super Future Saga, not the Cell Saga Future Saga theme. So looks like that's out the window for all the people who are hoping for that. I know there's some people who are really hoping for another Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Cell. It looks like that's not going to be the case, unless they surprise us for part 2. I don't know, but at least for part 1 of the celebration, it's looking like we're going to have Future Saga from the Dragon Ball Super anime. So keep that in mind. And because we're getting this Trunks here, this free-to-play Trunks, I believe this Trunks is coming out so we're getting a data download tonight. So this Trunks is probably going to be in this data download if I had to guess, and he's probably going to come out very soon for kind of like this countdown campaign for the celebration, because we're pretty much heading it's 16th. So if it comes out on the 25th, it comes out around there. The countdown would start like, I don't know, today, tomorrow, maybe the 18th about. So if it starts around that date, then it would make sense we could get this Trunks like kind of with the Cell Saga type of theme, and we get like another thing we're gonna look at in a second at the end here, and that will just be a nice kind of countdown campaign that we'll have leading up into the worldwide, which will start us off with the Future Saga, as we see down here. So just want to talk about that. Then we're gonna go here. I just want to pull up this Gresh sheet. So the name for the campaign is Worldwide, the campaign that transcends time. So it's time travel. The name doesn't really mean much. We've had some crazy names. I think we had like one that was like Grand. Was it Grand? It was the Namek one. It was like Grand Voyage or like something like along those lines. Doesn't really have much. It just that just describes the journey to Namek. It really doesn't like give us hints or anything. But it's there. Time travel. We see that. I think this is the biggest indicator is just the Goku Black and Trunks there. I think that's just the biggest indicator of what we have. Now this last point I wanted to touch on was Red Zone. So we had gotten this Red Zone leaked by iSeriously a couple days ago now. I can't. It wasn't yesterday, right? I don't think it was yesterday. If it was yesterday, then sure. It was either yesterday or the day before. We got the Red Zone leak. He just posted a red zone. It was a rectangle. And here we are. It got posted in the news officially. So it's against what they call it? Dismal Future, I believe is what they called it. This is what this Red Zone is going to be called. So we have the androids here, as you see. So I know some people were like, "Oh, the androids! Oh, we must be getting Cell." I mean, you see the comments here. Cell Saga, let's go. But what this looks like, if we kind of remember what we had last year, we had like Frieza and stuff. We did Frieza was in the Red Zone at the start, and when we went into actual worldwide, he didn't, actually end up being the theme. It was for the Cooler movie. So they kind of just focused on Coolers the entire time, and it just because Frieza was in there, it doesn't mean that that's the theme. So what I'm saying here is because the androids here, that doesn't mean it's Cell Saga. The androids could just be here just because it has to do with the future. So it's like just kind of related. Doesn't mean it has anything to do with the overall theme of the celebration, which the theme, it looks like it's just going to be time travel itself. So that leaves part 2. Part 2 could be anything. Part 2 could be Cell Saga for all we know. It could be like after post Cell Saga with I mean, I guess it's still technically Cell Saga, but like the Heat Dome Trunks. So what if it was actually that? I mean, it could be when Trunks takes revenge on the androids. I don't really think that would be a hype LR for part 2 personally. Well, he could be cool, but not the androids. No. And then it could just be a continuation of the Dragon Ball Super Future Saga. Like if my ideas right now, currently, for what we're gonna see is going to be a banner for part 1 with like Vegito blue, kind of like the thumbnail, right? I tried to make the banner, like the characters that were on that banner that I made, a pretty accurate to what we probably would see actually. So, you know, a banner is going to have like the Golden Week Goku and Piccolo come back, Piccolo Jr. and World Tournament Goku, they'll come back. Ultimate Gohan and Orange Piccolo should be coming back. We should see probably the worldwide LRs from last year, so Cooler and the Super Saiyans, you know, like those types of characters. And it'll start off with him, and then we'll have a opposite banner. Probably, hopefully, will be a Carnival banner with Rose, or probably the better way. I know I've seen some debate about this as well. I'm on the side actually that is Vegito should have the Carnival, because Vegito, first of all, he can be on a worse banner and it doesn't matter because people summon for Vegito because he's Vegito. So they can make that choice and it does not hurt them at all. And the Goku Black characters, they could really use a 200%, like a proper 200%. Now, obviously, we know Carnival LRs have 200% leader skills, but they only have the one team, so it kind of restricts things a bit. When you have two teams that lead into a 200%, potentially multiple, it becomes really good. That's why Cooler's team is able to be so good as it was when it, you know, was like in its prime. Sure, it's, you know, it's been neglected, so it's a little bit fraudulent. I don't know. It's just left for dust, kind of like it's still usable for sure, but it just falls in comparison to the like other super class teams that we have. But the only reason it's even lasting as long as it is because it was a 200% team, a proper 200% team, not just a single 200% leader skill. It had, you know, two on the 170 and the one, like, it just, that works better. That's the better way to do it. So hopefully they keep the villains, at least for part 1. They could do the same thing as last year and then swap it for part 2 like they did last year. So we could, for example, I was saying Carnival LR Vegito blue, you know, he has his banner. Then we have Goku Black, Rose Goku Black as a or maybe it's Goku Black and Zamasu, I don't know, as a Dokkan Fest banner with a banner unit on it. I don't know who, but, you know, somebody. And then part 2 is Dokkan Fest's Sword of Hope Trunks, which would be really nice actually, because hybrids could use a decent 200%, I feel like. I mean, we have Ultimate Gohan, but I feel like just because the way he works, he's not, like, you know, the best character as a leader. We could use that. I feel like and like Vegeta family could really use a nice, like, I feel like that would be kind of helpful. And then the Carnival for that could be Corrupted Merge Zamasu, who will be fine because he's already going to have the 200% from hopefully that Goku Black, right? So it kind of works hand in hand like that. The villain team will, it'll like mean, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? It'll, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's going to depend. Yeah, depend on a lot on how good that Goku Black would be, right? If the Goku Black is not good as a leader, or just not good in general, I doubt it, but if he wasn't, then it would be very hard for that team to be good and, you know, age well. And then, okay, the last thing here for the red zone, we are getting a support memory. Again, it is Dragon Ball Super Future Saga here, so I don't know. It's looking like they're kind of fluffing us up for the celebration. They're getting us ready by doing a like Cell Saga, like the androids and stuff. It's not even like it's not even like the androids from the Cell Saga that we see in the present timeline. It's from the future timeline. All right, so we're just gonna kind of see those androids and Cell, you know, just kind of get us ready, and then we're gonna move into the crazy hype with, like, hopefully we'll see Vegito and Goku Black, Zamasu, Trunks, you know, just see the Dragon Ball Super stuff that's really hype. And what's it called? I think it was yesterday. Did we just hit the 1,000th day since the last Vegito released in Dokkan? It was either yesterday or earlier today. Someone posted that, and I was just like, nah, that's insane. That's insane. It's been that long. It really has been that long, though. The last time we got a Vegito was Super Saiyan 4 Vegito back in 2020, November 2020. It's insane. And hopefully we do get another Heroes Vegito again, but that's another video. That's a whole nother video. But it would be sick if we got another Super Saiyan 4 Vegito for Heroes this year. But you know, it's a lot of info to go over. We're getting a data download later tonight. I might cover that. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I might not be up for that. I just realized this light is like kind of blinding, huh? I might be up for that. I don't know if I will. it's gonna kind of cut it close because these data downloads come out a little later. But if I can do it, I'll probably do it. It's gonna be it should be a pretty decent data download, like a pretty big one. And we should be getting a lot of stuff. Also, we have the Peppy Cows characters, Android 18 and Mamba, I believe her name is, from A Hero's Legacy, like Goku Jr. stuff. So they don't look incredible. Their banner is not even a carnival. So don't summon. It's easy to say. They literally come out. They drop 2 nights, so do not summon. That's a whole nother video. Again, so many other videos to make, right? Should you summon? Like, no, bro, come on. So there we go. That's what I wanted to just share. Just kind of like my thoughts. What info we have right now and what it looks like we're getting for worldwide. Obviously, I recorded this way later than I actually was going to. I was going to record this like 2 days ago, and since then we've gotten a lot of info, so it's pretty easy video to make now because we have all this information. Before we didn't have all this stuff, so it was really going to be pure speculation. Now it's more of just an info drop, but you know, it works out anyway. I just really wanted to kind of talk about worldwide, what I was thinking, and you know, now we got info to support it. Now we got like actual, you know, announcements. So hopefully we'll continue to see stuff coming within the coming days. The countdown images that should be in the data download are going to be able to show us a lot about what is going to be happening in the worldwide campaign. Hopefully, like they usually do. They usually show some like characters, some key characters and stuff like that. So we'll see. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys might think is coming. If you guys still do think Cell Saga is coming, let me know why. Let me know why you guys think that's still happening. I personally don't really see it happening at this point, but it still could happen for part 2. There's still a chance, right? So I wouldn't completely play it out, but like, you know, you got to look at the facts, like what we have. We'll see though. I don't know. Everyone could be proven wrong. We'll see. So if you guys enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.